Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in, it's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the Baltimore Ravens and these guys defending their home turf. On the Ravens sideline, a look at their head coach. His guys looking at a little bit of a must-win already, following an 0-2 start. And along the home sideline, the head coach of the Caps. His guys, on the other hand, have started strong, 2-0 so far this season. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you, hoping there's a good one in store for all of us. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. He's going to field this at the 2. And this drive will start inside the 25. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
He gave us all the excitement we could hope for last week, but it wasn't all in a good way, at least for his team. Never knew if his throws were going to end in a touchdown or turnovers, and he had a couple of both by the end of the loss. You don't want him to lose that gunslinger mentality. Just want him to be a little more thoughtful with each and every decision.
I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
With the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Lamar now from the gun. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So they're left facing 3rd and long. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Big game downfield. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Yeah, this group likes to be aggressive, and early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson yet again. Setting up the screen. And this makes it to around the 43-yard line. Benjamin Morrison coming up to make that tackle.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Jackson now on 3rd. Wilson on the slant. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker, 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Jackson's going to go on 4th. Down the field, he's got Wilson. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
I have loved this opening script. Aggressive, taking your shots. You know, the numbers tell you get an explosive play on a drive. In the NFL today, you're typically going to score. With that shot down the field, well, they're knocking on the door in the red zone.
They'll try and punch it in. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
From the gun, Jackson. And he scores. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or can they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. And it'll be their second-year quarterback who's bringing them out.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
Right there, hurt.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win.
2nd and 6.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Ready? Like Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready, right?
That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Panther 60, come on.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
60 Eagle, hurt. Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. They gain 11 on that play. And that gives him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Let's go. No, 19 Tiger.
Back-to-back carries here. Very small gain, if anything here, maybe a yard. It's 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They give it to him again. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Now, it looks like one of the Ravens is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance.
Okay, quick.
Their opening drive continues. 1st and 10 now from the 39.
Down. 60, Cup 19. Mustang 19. My man. Ready.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Has him on the quick hitter. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it.
San Antonio, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. More from this one right after this.
Ready up.
We're back, and we'll join this drive already in progress to begin quarter 2. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Pass cut, 9-yard line. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6.
San Antonio, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
First and goal, they go option. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
A 4-yard loss on the
Ready?
play. Second and goal at the 10-yard line.
Ready?
He's got it on the bootleg. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that first down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the first down.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Let's go.
Third and long for him here. And it's incomplete on third and goal. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Warriors 70. 65 cat, 65 cat.
Fourth down, pass coming. Pass it down close. And the early aggressiveness is answered. They went for it on their opening series, and the defense stops them. That's a turnover on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
Coach John Harbaugh sending his Ravens offense back to the field. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early, and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them, right? Turn them against their own team.
Uh-oh, it's loose. Line ball inside the end zone. And a defender's on it. This is a touchdown. The Caps finish off their opening drive.
What an unbelievable play defensively, and I don't want to discredit it in any way, Kate. That was awesome. But offensively, that just can't happen. Your ball security has to be a premium in this end of the field. Looking at your own goal line, it wasn't, and the defense made it pay.
Offense trying to add to that big play, turn 6 points into 8.
Let's go now.
Offense will line up for a
19
two-point
Tiger.
conversion.
Ready?
Drive starts with an option, right side. And he gets in. The 2-point try puts him in front by 1. 8-7.
Ravens 7.
Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Fielded at the 7. And he dodged the tackle. This makes it up to the 25. Baltimore running its offense out now. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Hey, middle.
They'll run it from the gun. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Caught into the hands of the rookie from Florida. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first. Motioning one of the tight ends. On first down, Jackson. This one falls incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Lamar. Cut out left. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
And no chance at a return as this one heads across the sideline at the 25-yard line. So here comes this offense for its 2nd series of the game. They're already on a modest little winning streak here, currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Throwing off the play fake. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on 1st down.
Incomplete.
Almost a very quick drive, but the drop pick gives him new life. This is 2nd down.
Cowboy 80. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll look to throw. Hits his running back. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Taking tempo with some hurry-up offense. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
70. 70 Timberwolves. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now they face 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Mustang 19. 70.
He's going to throw it again. A good business decision there as he comes up at the end of it. Give him around 7 and give this offense now 3rd down.
7 brings up 3rd and 3.
Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
18, let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, trap 60, trap 60. Ready?
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Cut for big yards on the right side. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. The Cavs grow their lead just before halftime.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Offense not going anywhere. They want 2.
The offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
He keeps this one himself. And he gets in for 2. They're going to go up by 2 scores off of that play. Worked so well the first time. Hey, why not go right back to it? See if you can be successful again. They do, and they are.
And I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because you almost feel the confidence, right? Like if you get it the first time, you're almost playing with house money. Even if you fail, it's still 14 points. It's not really a failure. And if you get it, well, you gain even more confidence and make that opponent think that much more.
Brings in the kick at the 9. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. And they had to wave that white flag on their last drive, Brock, hoping to avoid having to call that punter this time out.
Yeah, you get several chances a game, on average, somewhere around 10 possessions, and you know not all of them are going to pan out. So you got to forget what lies behind and keep pressing on to the journey ahead.
First down throw for Jackson. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Into double coverage. Ooh, don't want to do that, and he's there for the interception. Pat Surtain has it. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Deputy! Mike Buffalo 18! Panther 11! Panther 11! 18! Pioneer! Dragon 60!
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Lasers this one deep. He's got it deep downfield. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first.
At the 41-yard line.
One play in, Brock, and his drive is already into enemy territory.
Ready! Cowboy 80! Mustang 19! Go!
Throwing now on 1st down. Finds him over the middle. And he's taken down at the 30. Offense in the hurry up now.
San Antonio, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ready!
They'll go play action on 1st down. Buying some time right. Brought in right side. And this one does not go far. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
19, Cougar 19!
Still sticking with the passing game. Short pass brought in. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
From the gun on 3rd down. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that 1st down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
Warriors 70. Cup 19. Cup 19.
4th down. They're going to throw for it. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll go down here at the 16. Offense up to the line fast.
1st down.
18 ready. 18 ready.
From the red zone now. Escapes the pocket. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Ready, ready.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Get it. Let's go. Buffalo 18. 18, Pioneer. My man.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. To the end zone, but incomplete. Couldn't get it. That's going to set up 2nd and goal.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
So after the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and goal. Keeps it on the option here. They pitch it to him, and he's in for the touchdown. The Cavs will add to their lead at the end of the half. Quite the throw from him on that play, Brock. I gotta say, you look like you make quite the emergency quarterback for this squad if the need ever arises, huh?
And, Kate, I know how this plays out, all right? They worked on it all week. He showed out during the practice week on the practice field, and now he just showed out when it really mattered, and everybody's going to hear about it, and they don't mind, because you're absolutely right. That was a dime for 6.
They are taking the offense off. All right, leaving him out, trying for 2. Here's the backup. First throw. This is caught. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. Well, what's the old saying, partner? You can't win them all. 3rd go and a 2-point conversion in this game, and that's only the first time they did not end up in the end zone.
I know we're seeing a boom in this aggressiveness and analytics, but I will tell you, Kate, there's only so many plays. I mean, I guess you're going to see more coordinators and coaches spend off seasons adding more and more and more plays. But you only get so many reps during practice, and I am curious how many more 2-point shots they've got on that script.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground and start this one off. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hansen. Scott?
Our look around the league starts now with a matchup of contrasting styles. All right, Kate, thanks very much. The first couple of weeks of the regular season were wild, to say the least. What about week 3? Let's jump in. And here is the running back. He only needs a little bit of breathing room, and he knows what to do with it. Next up, it's the next matchup in the NFL International Series games. And this is the Saints quarterback. One of his 3 touchdown passes in the ballgame, he also added a rushing touchdown for good measure. The Saints are back in the win column. They move to 2-1 with a Week 3 victory. One more to show you, and it's out in Seattle, the Seahawks hosting the Arizona Cardinals. And this is Tyjae Spears. Spots an opening, capitalizes on it, 15 yards for the touchdown. The Seahawks move to 2-1. They get the victory here. With that, a look at the rest of the scores here in a busy week number 3. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's a handoff. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Set. Go.
Back to the well again. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. What a game he has had. Really showed the versatility he's got from the running back position and the wrinkles that he can add to this offense.
Yeah, Kate, you hear it all the time. If a quarterback's best friend's a reliable tight end, well, right next to that reliable tight end is a more dependable pass catch and running back.
Check. Let's go now. Ready.
They'll run here on 1st down. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Jaden Hicks there on the tackle. 4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
At their 48-yard line.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Off the play fake. He'll throw. Completed to his running back. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And, hey, there's still time. He could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
All in left side. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Well, he came down a little awkwardly after making that tackle. Looks like he's in some discomfort now. We're going to have medical head out to check on him. They'll come up on 1st and 10.
Come on. Let go.
Working inside the red zone. Cut near the goal line. He has the touchdown. The Cavs grow the lead coming out of halftime. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
Now the PAT try coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Caps grow the lead now to 22 points.
Ravens 7.
Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Here's a return from the 7. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Coach John Harbaugh sending his Ravens offense back to the field. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. They've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Play action now with Jackson. Into heavy coverage, and that's intercepted. And the Caps get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
First down 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Let's go.
On first down, they'll run. Winning their full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
19 tight, 19 tight. Dragon 60. Ready?
Throwing on seconds. Diving forward, and he makes the catch. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that is good for a first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
That's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them. First down now, ball at the 33. They'll run here following the penalty. They'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Brought down by Teddy Buchanan. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Come on, come on. Set. Cougar 19. 19 Lion. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Complete to number 15.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
79 Broncos. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Looking to throw here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't find Brian Thomas Jr. on that throw. And 4th and 4 coming up.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
They're going to try to throw for it. And that one couldn't have gone much worse, Brock. Handed a big loss on a completed 4th down pass. They're going to turn this over.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it. And
oh, he lost the football. And the defense recovers.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is at a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
Their offense returning to the field for another possession. They are in great shape here as we wind down this 3rd quarter. They've got a 3-score lead. Another, well, that could put this just too far out of reach. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Panther 11. Panther 11. 77. Ready.
They're going to throw now, following the turnover. Taking a chance at the end zone. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches. But that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. Trying to work quickly now.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They're going option keeper. The lateral goes haywire. Live ball. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And from where that fumble came, Brock, zero chance they were going to turn a profit on that play, right? But at least they did get it back. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. Still their football, but need to make some progress here. This is 2nd and long.
Trap 60, trap 60, Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready?
Takes the handoff, now to throw. Connects on the crosser. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. And he has stayed productive throughout this game. He's up to the 300-yard mark after that last completion. Really has been a solid showing for him finding his targets. Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal.
Get up. Ready,
Fullback trying to power it across. And he's going to be taken down as this defense shows some backbone. Great stand to get him at the 2.
You know, how often do we talk about awareness, and it's always offense, offense, offense? Well, this is a great case for the defensive awareness. The ball went to a secondary ball carrier, and the defense was aware enough to cut him down for a big red zone stop.
Come on, set. Buffalo, Hawk 70, Hawk 7. Let's go.
They'll go play action. Has it down close. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
On the jump.
So from the 2, they're running a 3 tight end look.
Back. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
3rd down from the gun. He's got it. Touchdown. The Caps keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Well, Brock, we don't see this often, but love it whenever we do. The fullback, the target on that one, and he ends up with 6.
You're absolutely right, Kate. You don't see fullbacks utilize that much, but man, when you do have a weapon like that, it stretches a defense so thin. Big time touchdown. Yes, by a fullback.
Offense is not going anywhere. They want 2 more.
The offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
He takes off with it. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. Well, they don't get it, but just the choice to go for it there, Brock, as I'm looking to my right, seeing a partner kind of fuming, a little steam coming out of the head. I'm sure you and many others maybe aren't a fan of that call.
I don't feel like I'm that old. I really don't.
You don't look that old.
Well, thank you. But yeah, this still just gets me, and I know many others every single time.
Now the Ravens all set for another possession. And the turnovers, Brock, a big reason they have played themselves out of this one. Hopefully they can keep it clean here, if nothing else.
Yeah, well, this drive isn't pertinent to this game maybe anymore, Kate. This drive is for next week. They just want something positive here to end the game and carry forward into the practices ahead.
1st down. Here's Lamar. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 27.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. We're at a premium in this league.
He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making an error. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Hits him on the out route. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, looks like the 30.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
Set up for Lamar. This one loses yardage and loses possession. He's stopped behind the line. They're turning this over on downs. We've got a break in the action. Looks like someone was shaken up on the play. Medical personnel out now to attend to him. First down now, ball at the 33.
Set up. Go, go, go. Cowboy 80.
It's an option right that begins this drive. And they'll pitch it out to him. And he'll get about 4 yards as that brings up second down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
Let's go. Go, Reed. Go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Hook.
He'll call his own number. And that is a touchdown. The Caps keep running away with this. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1, more times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
They're leaving the offense out there, and they're going to try for 2. They'll try it on the ground. And he barrels his way in to get the 2 points. All right, I think I already know the answer to this question, but I'm gonna ask it anyway. Game well decided. How does a former player like yourself feel about that decision?
Yeah, whatever you think your answer is, Kate, you're right. I don't think there's anybody that likes this, and I don't think it really is a case when you're up this big. You're just trying to embarrass your opponent, and you better be careful.
They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Fielded at the 7. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. We see the Ravens making their way out now. And the last time we saw them, Brock, they took a risk. We flew. On their own half of the field, but it didn't work out. First down now, ball at the 33. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. Throwing now on first down, it's Jackson. Oh, he puts some air under this one, right side. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So still 10 to go on second from the 33-yard line.
2nd
Blitz coming, Lamar. He's not going to be able to escape, and down he goes. And they come through the sack to bring around third down.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Let's see what they went with. Third down. Third and long for him here. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. First down now, ball at the 33.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18, go!
Drive starts with an option, right side. And he gets a gain of 9, and that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in San Antonio. Caps looking at a 3-0 start to the season. First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
Go! 72, ready?
They pitch it out to him here. Pop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. That's not his game, Brock. That's not his game. He's somebody who wants to win by running through people, not popping out into space.
Yeah, I think we can agree. He's probably going to hear that same messaging when he gets to the sidelines, too.
He's keeping it himself on the 3rd down option. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first.
That's good for a San Antonio first down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
They're going to pass it here. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that's good for a new set of downs.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Dump off caught by his back. They come crashing down on that receiver screen, and they take him down behind the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Setting up the screen. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout, so that's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. He keeps this one himself. He pitches it back. And his progress is soft, but a nice 5-yard gain before it was. Timeout taken by the offense. They're 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. They're going play action. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Let's go.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. And we shouldn't be surprised as they connect in the end zone for yet another touchdown. The Caps are running them out of the building. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
They're leaving the offense out there, and they're trying for two.
The offense will line up for a two-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And that one's caught. Add a couple more on to this massive, some might say insurmountable lead here in the fourth. I think we were all expecting to see the kicker there, but up big, they're still adding on with a two-point conversion.
I think most of us, certainly the purists, would love to see the kicker there. Don't run up the score. But look, in the end, it's also on the other side, too. Stop them from scoring. Don't even let them put the two-point conversion out. Keep them out of the end zone. Got a little responsibility to have some pride on that side as well.
Over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Blitz coming here. Jackson trying to push deep downfield. They connect on the deep shot. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. And here's the timeout with just 1 second left on the clock. So we're going to have one more play left in the game that's already decided. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you got to admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Taking a final shot at the end zone. And there's our last-in image of this game. It's intercepted. And the Caps will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And they're continuing to survive among the final remaining unbeaten teams across the NFL as they're now up to a 3-0 start. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Caps as we bid you farewell from San Antonio.